All right, and joined in studio now by some of my favorite people because we had a very important activity to do, which we did yesterday after the show. We were sampling various beers. We got the guys from Beacon Homebrew and Mitch from Halftime. So here's what we're doing. We were just hanging out drinking beer, shocking, I know, and came up with this idea, hey, let's brew a beer with a bizarre ingredient in it. So we came up with taco seasoning.
It's bizarre.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't recall how it even got there.
Why? Yeah, actually, I think it was because we were next. My business partner has the taqueria Tito Santana's in Beacon, and I think we started talking about how we were together at the Beacon Riverfest, and then we kind of said, "Oh yeah, joint ideas that sound good on paper." Suddenly became joint ideas of early morning taco seasoning beers.
This sounded good on paper? I want to rewind to
I don't want to talk about what kind of paper it was.
Let's find that paper. So, yeah, we're going to brew this beer with taco seasoning. If it sounds insane, it's because it is.
It is.
And so we were just sampling various styles of beer to figure out what beer we should drink. Of course, all of them you can get at Halftime. We were trying some from Trogs. We were trying some from Captain Lawrence. We tried some from Brooklyn. We were just trying various styles of brown ale. We tried a lager. We tried Ithaca, an IPA from Ithaca. We tried a Doppelbock from Trog. I mean, we were kind of all over the map. Because we work hard for you, to bring you beer. It's a very important job. It's sacrifice, but somebody has to do it. And so we're trying to figure out, just for our own entertainment, but we figured why not give it an opportunity to entertain everybody with it.
Sure, we can't just be selfish and keep this for ourselves.
Just totally sweet alchemy we've discovered.
There's nothing short of alchemy than what we just did. Absolutely.
Really, I feel like Sir Isaac Newton over here. We just figured out.
Can we get a Nobel Prize for this?
So we've decided upon the taco seasoning beer. We're coming up with a recipe. We're going to brew it. And part of this, what I like about it, is that it shows anybody who's kind of interested in potentially home brewing that really you can do anything you want to and make beer out of it. People kind of get intimidated. They make beer the first time or they start to make it and they think, oh my God, I just messed up. I ruined the beer. Very rarely do you fully destroy a beer when you're making it. So part of this is, hey, we can even take taco seasoning and make a beer out of it because both, obviously, Beacon Homebrew provides the opportunity to brew your own beer. Quick plug. Where can they go?
469 Main Street, Beacon, New York.
In the radio voice and everything. There you go.
Radio voice. It's so both Halftime and Beacon Homebrew have really sort of been pushing the hobby that is growing in the area. We just see people coming from all over, really interested in learning how to make beer. And it's interesting, a lot of them come in and say, they want to swing for the fences the first time out. You know, I want to make a blueberry something. I want to make so I think this is a great opportunity to say, we'll jump on the grenade for you. We'll make some of the crazy ones first.
Right.
We'll tell you what works. We'll tell you what doesn't. We'll help you along the way. And to your point, to show how easy it can be.
Yeah, and it's fun. I mean, there's nothing better than just kind of hanging out on an afternoon and just drinking beer while brewing beer and just talking.
Well, that's the cardinal rule of brewing beer. I always say when I'm teaching people, there's two rules: sanitize everything. Yeah. The second rule is don't ever make beer unless you're drinking beer.
That's right. It's the most important part. How can you make it if you don't know what you're going to experience? You know
Absolutely,
what I mean?
Cardinal sin.
So we're going to be doing this. Not just are we going to be doing this, we're not just going to kind of do it and then tell you about it. We're going to give you a chance to taste this beer. And not only are we going to give you a chance to taste the beer, you can actually come watch the beer being made tomorrow at Halftime. We're going to be out front. Mitch,
yes.
Are we going to get you in trouble for this? Or?
If you do, then, whatever. Like you said, we're jumping on the grenade, I want to hang out. I want to make this beer. You guys want to make this beer. So, let's do it.
Why not? It. And what better place to do it than in front of Halftime where you can find any beer that's ever been made by human beings. So we're going to...
very nearly that.
Very nearly. Okay, I don't want to promise anything.
Right.
I don't want to write any checks you can't cash.
Absolutely.
But, we'll be hanging out there tomorrow afternoon.
You'd say 4 or 5 hours maybe making the beer.
We'll be hanging out, so probably after 1:30 we'll be kind of getting things rolling a little bit, and we're there for the long haul. So come on by to Halftime, check it out, and after it's done, limited quantity, you're going to want to try it while it's still there. I know it sounds weird, taco seasoning beer, but that's why we drank so many different beers with taco seasoning hastily put in them, so we could kind of see what kind of beer is going to work well. And so I think that we're going to stumble onto something pretty nice, and we're going to make it available so you can try it out at halftime at Beacon Homebrew. And not only that, we're going to put the kits together too.
Absolutely. I think that's the most important part, that, we're not just sitting here talking about it, getting you guys all thirsty. Everyone's sitting in their car driving to work. Oh my God, I got to get my hands on this taco beer. But yeah, no one's saying that. But yeah, we'll like we said, jump on the grenade, make it for you, put in whatever we're going to put in terms of taco seasoning, and then let you guys make it. Let you guys come in, buy the kits, step-by-step directions and ingredients and everything involved.
Do whatever you want to. All right, where can they get in touch with Beacon Homebrew online?
BeaconHomebrew.com is the best way to get in touch with us.
Cool.
Very good. And yeah, halftime, of course, halftimebeverage.com. We got the store in Poughkeepsie on 2290 South Road, and we just opened up the world's largest beer store in Mamaroneck, New York, down in Westchester. Definitely worth a trip down there. 20,000 square feet of beer.
It is crazy.
And home brewing and soda, but mostly beer.
Come hang out with us. Tomorrow we'll be in front of the Poughkeepsie edition of Halftime. Yes. And we'll be brewing beer. Come on by if you've ever wondered how the process works. If you want to just heckle us for making taco beer, that's fine too. And guys, we'll have you back in when everything is all accomplished, and we'll find out what the wreckage is, really.